Live. We're live. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone. What's everybody doing out there in Hopeaholics land? Recover out loud.
Recover out loud, land. I gotta.
Is it? Oh, is it? Are we supposed to be this bright?
Oh yeah, you're right. It is a little bright.
Is it bright in here? Yeah. You don't know. You have sunglasses on. You.
Oh yeah.
Better. Hey guys. Well, we just we literally got out of a podcast like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we did. I'm still kind of sweating, and
It was really good.
really good. Yeah.
What? Closer?
Oh,
Little back lag, little lag, because she was
closer to your
It
mic.
is. Okay. Okay.
She keeps
Better?
pushing her mic away, but that's the part that he wants closer to you.
That's funny.
She's like,
Yeah.
hello, hello, hello. I don't want to cover my face.
Hello. Hello, someone there?
Can you say hi?
Hello.
Say
Hi.
Say how's it going?
How's it going, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
What you doing, Chad?
So you're gonna see them right there.
So I have to look this way?
Yeah, that's what's
Okay.
weird. That's why
I just want to look this way.
That's why I look this way. I look in the Lakers picture right there. I see everyone there, and I say, "Hey guys,
Okay.
yeah, right there."
Okay. That's a good idea.
So
Yeah.
our Zoom camera is that one right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it shows all three of us. Now it's also being streamed live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Live. Also being streamed live. Whoa,
Oh yeah,
that's really weird.
that was quick. So quick playback. Good
Did you
one,
do a playback?
Michelangelo.
That's the actual live stream.
I checked it. Checking it to
Oh,
make sure.
nice.
Okay, cool. We're just doing audio checks over here, so we apologize for the delay.
Is she driving finally? She's out and she's at a car. Look at that. There we go. Is that safe? Yeah, we're talking to you. Don't look surprised. Hey. Nice to see you.
What are you doing?
Keep your eyes on the wheel. Keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah, make sure you watch the road. while
Today
you
was
do-
my last day.
I can see that. You're a free bird.
Nah, never free, not yet.
No.
I'm still on the journey.
And you got our number, so you just keep in touch no matter what.
Yeah, I wanted to come by and say bye to you guys, but I don't know. I guess time slipped away from me, so I apologize.
No,
But thank
no
you,
worries.
Shane.
No worries. You got
Thank
you got our numbers. You could call me.
Okay.
Or
right
you
on.
you call in on the
definitely
toll-free
will.
line, ask for me. I'll give you my number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll
Yeah, for-
definitely see me on here on Tuesdays. I'm not gonna, like lose connection or anything. I'm definitely still connected.
Nice. Good.
Well, that's great, and we also want to let everybody know. I'll say this in the beginning, and I'll probably say it somewhere in the
Here's
middle.
that one.
We have a Friday night in person Recover Out Loud meeting
Yeah.
in Costa Mesa. We'll be starting a week from Friday,
The 28th.
the 28th. Yep.
6 to 8 p.m. Pacific.
Yep. 6 to 8 p.m. Well, yeah, I mean, only people from like this area.
You never
right?
know. Someone might want to fly in for special for the weekend for us. Who knows?
Yeah.
Got some ballers out there.
Yeah.
Or crawlers, whatever.
That would be pretty cool.
We got special guests for that night.
Oh,
too, so
really
just-
special.
So we won't tell you guys until next week.
We
But
could tell a little bit.
no,
Little?
nah.
I can't keep a secret.
I know you're not good at it.
I'll tell my brother. Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to the Tuesday night Recover Out Loud meeting.
Woohoo.
Woo!
We're not good at that at all,
Yeah,
bro.
we tried it.
Woo!
I don't know if anybody watched that
Woo!
stupid reel we did yesterday, the Instagram story,
Yeah.
and like at the end we both tried to go woo, and it
Yeah.
was like so dumb.
Kind of feminine.
We don't
We're not wooers.
yeah, we're not
We're just
wooers, and like we just sit down, and when we do that, we just do one take,
Yeah.
and then we get up and we leave. So
Yeah.
however stupid it sounds, that's how stupid we
Yeah.
sound.
Au naturel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want it to be authentic and our natural dorky selves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get it. We hit it out of the ballpark every fucking time.
It's like, yeah.
Way to go, Chad.
Yeah. I think that we might be two of the biggest dorks on the
We're
planet.
pretty fucking close.
Pretty
Yeah,
close.
pretty
yeah.
close.
Raise your hand if you guys think that we are the biggest dorks. Like everybody looks at this screen. Yep. Oh wow.
Oh yeah,
One,
Paula's right
two.
on it.
Of course, Paula. Oh, no.
Kayla.
All right. We did pretty good. Only 3 people thought we were the biggest
Two more
dorks.
people right here coming in. Where it's like we're in their living room right there. Hey, how you doing? Who's that? Is that?
That's Kayla.
Oh, Kayla.
We're in-
I don't get my glasses on. We're in their living room. Hey, guys. Is that a Red Bull I see? Caffeine-free Red Bull? Sugar-free Red Bull?
There's no Red Bulls.
Sugar-free Red Bull right there, I think.
Sugar-free Red Bull.
Sugar-free.
Yeah. We don't judge here.
No, hell no.
Well, anyways, again, welcome to the
I
Tuesday night
forgot.
Recover Out Loud meeting.
Who do we got on tonight to talk?
Yeah, we have Jordan.
Oh, right. Is she coming?
Is she here yet?
Is she here? Shit.
Jordan's going to tell her
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. 15, 20 minutes.
Should we podcast her?
May as well.
Yeah.
Well, we did already.
Yeah.
We
No,
did.
I know we podcasted her. but
Yeah.
We'll let her tell her story for like 15,
Yeah.
20 minutes, and then we'll
Open
ask
it up.
We'll ask her questions,
Yeah.
and then we'll open it up for
Yeah.
participation.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's gonna be kind of boring for you guys because you've already heard it all.
No. Because
Pretty
remember,
much.
I recall you saying to me that
You held back.
that you held back.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't recall that,
Was that Taryn?
but
No, it wasn't Taryn.
No.
Yeah. Just let it
Okay.
let it
Yeah.
let
I'll
loose.
just let it flow.
Yeah. And you don't have to you don't have to introduce anything weird like, hey, I'm
No.
what
Anything.
Jordan and I'm a alcoholic.
Or whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want me to say that?
No.
or
No,
Whatever
say
you
whatever you
want.
want to say.
I'm Jordan. And I guess I'll just get into my story. I started drinking when I was about 14 years old, I think it was. And I started off with 14 shots of 99 bananas. I remember very vividly that it was 14 because I just kept downing them until I felt something. I wanted that instant gratification that I saw my family members get from it. I was a very shy, timid child, and I was very curious to what alcohol was and what it did. And it kind of just filled this void that I felt in myself. It made me comfortable in my skin, as cliche as that sounds. But I had like the worst social anxiety and panic attacks, and it was just curing all of that instantly. So I was pretty much immediately hooked on that and started drinking every day at school, stealing my parents' liquor, filling it with water. And then they'd be like, why is it freezing? I'd be like, I was only 15 years old, so they didn't really suspect me. And then I was kind of like just managing it. I didn't realize that it was not normal because I grew up kind of naive in a private Christian school till 8th grade. So once I hit high school, it was just a whole new world. And then, so I managed it for a little bit. And then I had that traumatic event happen where the guy that I was dating around sophomore year, I think I was in, got hit by a car and died after leaving a party that we were at together. So a lot of guilt and shame there. And it just fueled my drinking, And then at a certain point, I started feeling physical withdrawals, and I didn't know what they were. I had been blacking out basically every time I drank and just not really being able to function in the morning without alcohol. I started getting like the pins and needles and obviously like normal hangover symptoms like nausea, throwing up. But once I started like feeling almost like I was dying when I didn't drink, that's when I was like, okay, I think this is problem maybe, or maybe I have diabetes or something. I don't know. I was looking up all these symptoms and I did not want the problem to be the alcohol because it was like the thing I depended on the most to feel like myself. So I thought at the time. So I pretty much blamed everything else in my life for how anxious and depressed I still was. I blamed my job. I blamed the relationship I was in. I blamed my family. I blamed everything else and I got rid of the job. I got rid of the relationship. And then like I distanced myself from the family. I really thought doing that was like it. Like the drinking would calm down once I moved out and I lived alone. And at the end of the day, I was still stuck with myself, and I was still miserable even though I got rid of all those toxic things. The alcohol was still there, and that was when I realized, like, this is what's destroying my life. And I think I already knew that for a long time. I just really, really didn't want to do anything about it. And I think that's also why I kept relapsing so many times and treatment hopping. I wasn't ready to give it up yet. And then I got the DUI. That was after, like, I had been to treatment at least 10 times at this point. Got arrested in front of my mom and brother. And then kind of came to in jail, just crying my eyes out at the Santa Ana jail. And I was just like, I felt like a dog in a cage there. And I was just like, what the hell has my life come to? Like, I cannot live like this. Like, I could have killed someone. I could have killed myself. Like, my worst fear was hurting someone else if I ever drove drunk, which I didn't do a lot, but, like, you shouldn't do it all, obviously. But you know how we are when we're under the influence. We think we are fine and we could do anything, unfortunately. But I was very lucky in my case, like blowing a .35 when I got arrested. I was parked, luckily, and didn't hurt anyone, like I said. So I think that was like the best outcome possible for that situation for me. Like, it scared me enough to really look at my life and be like, okay, am I going to do something about it this time? Or am I going to just let myself keep digging a deeper hole? Am I finally going to stop digging deeper? Because, like they say, it always gets worse. It's a progressive disease. And I was like isolating myself for 2 months after the DUI. I still didn't like really want to go to treatment again. I'm like, I've already done this so many times. Like, what's going to be different about it? You know, I just didn't want to do it again. I was so burnt out on treatment, and I thought I knew it all. I was like, I guess I just need to try the 12 steps again. But I didn't make the call until about 2 months after the DUI. And I went on like a 3-day bender. In the 3-day blackout, I ended up in the hospital twice somehow. I don't even remember, but I think it was the look on my mom and my little brother's face that really got me to make the call. I don't know why I'm getting a little emotional. Sorry.
I like it. It's good.
Yeah, just the look of defeat, and just like they had lost hope this time, and they didn't even care like if I went to treatment. My mom said that she was ready to finally kick me out, which is crazy because my mom loves me so much, and I could have never seen her do that, you know. But she was about to do that, and that's when I kind of heard God, and he's just like, you don't need to keep doing this anymore. Like, it's a really frustrating thing for me to think about. Like, all the pain and suffering I went through, I did it to myself. Like, those were my choices that gave me those outcomes. And it's like, you know, a sane person looks at us and is like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know, like, just stop. Why are you doing this? You know? And when I sober up, I also have those same feelings towards myself. But I've definitely done enough beating myself up, and I had to stop doing that and really dive into self-love, like I've talked about before, through a lot of therapy. I did like a lot of yoga, meditation. As cheesy as that sounds, like all the cheesy stuff works when you really do it, you know? And then I did treatment again. Nothing really crazy happened, you know. Really, I just needed the accountability and structure longer than I had ever had done in the past, because I usually would just do 30 days, maybe a little outpatient, and then I dip home in like 2 months, because I grew up in Orange County. So my family would see like 30 days sober, and they'd be like, yay, come home, you know, maybe you're fixed this time. And I just kept letting him down. And this time I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay in treatment no matter how much I hate it. Doesn't matter if my roommate snores every night. Like, doesn't matter if I have to sleep on the couch. I have to stay in this structure as long as possible. So I stayed, I think I was like 7 months sober when I left treatment. And then I moved back home for a little while. And then I finally like trusted myself a bit, which was a scary thing for me because every time I trusted myself, I felt like that's when I would go downhill. But then it was weird because this time I really felt like the obsession had lifted, and I don't really know exactly like when I really felt at peace with that because I was always scared, like, when is the day gonna come up where the thing in my head is just gonna say, you're gonna get a bottle, like, let's get a bottle right now. It's kind of like the little devil on your shoulder, you know, because I had that so many times before. I'd be feeling good, confident, like literally go to a meeting, talk to my sponsor, and then I would just get this overwhelming compulsion to like go get fucked up. And I would do it every time because it was all I could think about when those feelings would come up. And the only way I could get rid of that was to go drink. And I haven't had that feeling once this time around, which is a huge blessing. Yeah.
Do you know what you did? Do you know what you've done different to not have that feeling?
I wish I had a good answer for that, but I really don't. Because I had done the same thing so many times before, I just felt like I was finally burnt out and willing to take action this time more, I guess, and really just think my life is worth more than what I was doing before. Like, truly believing that. Like, what I have today is not worth losing.
Yeah. When would you relapse before? Like, how many days?
Like, how long would I go out?
Yeah.
Not long at all.
Like, how many days would you stay sober?
At first I got like 2 days, and then 32 days, I should say. And then I would get like 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, 4 months. I never really got past that 6 month mark.
Yeah.
Before this time around.
I understand the whole obsession to use. Like, I've had that before, and there's nothing that can stop me from getting loaded. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm just so grateful that I haven't had that obsession since the last time I got clean.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I can tell you what I do.
What?
I get up every morning and I pray every single morning that I don't have that obsession to use anymore. So 0.35 blood alcohol.
Yeah.
Can we go back there?
Yeah.
Because that's not like I'd be dead.
Yeah.
I'm not an alcoholic. I mean, maybe I am, but I never
what's weird?
I never drank alcohol like that.
Is I didn't even drink that much. Like, I remember what I drank that day. It was like, I'm really bad with sizing, but like those little bottles. Is this
it's
a
like
pint?
just a little bottle of Bacardi 151. It was like, just like that big,
That's a quart.
Either
That's a quart.
a fifth or a pint.
All right.
It was a fifth or a pint. It wasn't that big. I would say maybe 8 shots in it, I think. A Fireball. I don't know why I chose to drink Fireball that day, but I drank that. And then you're really going to cringe at this, but I had mouthwash in the car.
Oh,
So I drank
no.
Fireball and a little bit of mouthwash.
No.
Yeah. And then
wow. So she's a true alcoholic.
Oh, yeah.
No, she's an alcoholic.
She's a true alcoholic.
Like, that's your drug of choice,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Have you done any other drug?
I've done some Coke, which I liked only because I
You
could
could drink
more.
more?
Yeah.
That's what every alcoholic says.
Yeah. But it's true. Like,
Yeah.
I loved it, but I never bought it. If it was there, I would do it, but I wouldn't seek it out.
Yeah.
For alcohol, I had ran like 2 miles barefoot one time just to get a bottle when I was withdrawing. I just sneak out of my window because my parents had me on like lockdown, and I just chose to run barefoot to like a 7-Eleven down the street. And I think I stole it too. I don't remember because they usually would take my cards too. So I wasn't able to buy alcohol. And yeah, I would do some gnarly shit to get alcohol when I was feeling sick for it.
Yeah, I can relate. I think I walked 6 miles one time for a line of methamphetamine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I've done a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about you rolling a couch down the
Oh,
street,
yeah.
down the street
On a dolly.
just to get a hit of crack
On a dolly.
on a dolly.
On a dolly.
Like the stand-up dolly or what
No,
kind?
a rolling dolly. One of those rolling dollies. I had a couch on there.
And that's what you
It
did
was just after wintertime. I'll never forget. I was in the slush.
In
Got $150 for that couch.
in Canada.
No, Utah.
Oh, is it
Salt Lake
Utah?
City, right downtown. I remember, like, yeah, just like yesterday. Holding my pants up and pulling that cart. Yeah, buck 50. Cooked it all up that night.
Yeah, but 0.35 wasn't the highest I've got.
Wow.
I went in the hospital one time, and I think it was a 0.43. I think 0.43 or 0.45.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it is possible. We had a guy blow a 0.5.
Yeah.
And I was in the hospital at 15 years old for a 0.28, and like blacked out,
Yeah.
strapped down to the bed. That's the drunkest I ever got. That's pretty drunk. Penny's watching this. She remembers the whole fiasco. We had
Wasn't it a family gathering or
yeah,
something?
yeah. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a family
That's
gathering.
hilarious.
Yeah, we had, like I'm talking like church family.
And
gathering.
they prayed over you.
They
or
prayed
something?
over me. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
That's a good time.
And I was so drunk, I was trying to tell them I was drunk, but they thought I was saying shrooms because I was like saying drunk, but it was coming out of shrooms. They're like, he's on shrooms. They rushed me to the hospital.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I told you in your podcast because
Yeah.
it was that Bacardi 151.
Mm-hmm.
I did the same thing you did. I poured a cup, and I just chugged it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not feeling anything.
Yeah.
So I poured a whole nother cup, and then I chugged it, and I don't know how long later. The last thing I remember is going outside, and I had one of those Elite 80 scooters. It was red, and I put the kickstand down, and I went to go take off, and I forgot to put the key and everything in it, and I vroom, bam, and smacked my
funny.
head on the ground. Yeah. It's amazing that like we survived those days of when you didn't have to wear a helmet or anything like that,
Yeah.
But what do you do today to stay sober and just to live a better, healthy life? Like, what is your routine?
Well, I also pray, but I have more of a habit of praying at night. I've always been like that, but I should pray in the morning too. I pray in the car a lot when I'm having a hard time. I go to meetings, of course. The meetings, I can always tell when I need a meeting. I don't have like a certain amount that I hit a week, to be honest. I don't like bow down to the big book, but obviously I work the steps. I have a sponsor. I think the program is amazing in itself, but I've never been like able to, talk about the big book like big book thumpers do, if that makes sense.
Right. You can't quote it.
Yeah, I can't quote it,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I did some panels. I should start doing that again on a daily basis. So I work out. I've been working out a lot more. And I go to the gym at like 6 a.m. now, which,
Yes.
yeah, I know.
We
it's
talked
good.
you into it.
Yeah, she wasn't doing that before. Her
I
boyfriend
was
was.
doing yoga.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
he was.
We know that he works out, runs
Yeah.
Yeah.
every other day.
Yeah.
And then goes to the gym every other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was.
Is Chad on
She
here?
was sleeping in.
Is Chad
I
still
think
on
he
here?
left. He's
Oh, he
working.
left. Oh, he's
He's in Vegas.
boned,
right now.
boned out on us. Oh well.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Her boyfriend's name is Chad.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
very
know.
many. There's not very many Chads in this world,
No, there are not.
right?
No.
But have you guys ever looked up Chad?
It's got a bad rep.
Yeah, it's really sad
Yeah.
because I'm not. I don't. Have you guys? If you guys get bored one day, just look up Chad on Urban Dictionary. It'll give you some entertainment. And then please don't put my face with that. Oh, that's such a Chad. A Chad is kind of like a male Karen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Don't look at me like that.
What?
Like I'm a Karen. I'm just kidding.
I'm just thinking it's amazing how we put ourselves through so much pain with our insecurities.
Yeah.
You know, and even that they're small ones. Like she's feeling uncomfortable or a little bit phobic from people. I mean, who isn't feeling that?
Yeah.
That was my thing too. That was yours too.
Yeah.
Body images.
Yep.
You know, I mean, these are all normal, everyday feelings that we had to run from.
Yeah.
You know?
And our solution was substances.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so nice to not have to do that anymore. I still have all those feelings.
So do bros. Fuck, that's what I'm saying. So do I.
Yeah, you don't want me to take my shirt off in front of the mirror and then just start judging myself.
No.
Because I can go off.
Off.
Yeah.
I've been in the last couple of days. You know.
You have been.
Yeah. Taking my shirt off. Going, what the fuck you looking at? Look at you, bro. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you, you fucking lazy son of a bitch. The fuck out of here. You know?
I do know.
That's what I've been doing the last couple of days.
I do that stuff.
Yeah.
It's okay, but that's not the important stuff.
No.
It's not. The important stuff is like how you are to other people.
Yeah.
You know.
I loved on the last meeting when that girl shared that she was having trouble with another client, and then she said like you prayed with her for the guy.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was so
right?
cool. Yeah.
Outside. They prayed
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was right outside.
I
the
loved
building.
that story. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
I remember that. I didn't remember it until she said it.
Yeah.
And when she was saying it, I was like, oh, yeah, that was a crazy day.
Yeah.
That was one of those incidents that happen in my life. They don't happen every day, but sometimes like around here, I mean, it's just like we had a guy that had some mental health issues and he started to get violent and he was screaming and yelling and he was a big guy too. Very scary, like probably 6'4", 250, mental health issues, violence, and you know, we take care of that stuff. You don't know when somebody's coming in though.
Yeah.
Right away. But anyways, it really scared her, and it was amazing. I loved it. I love to be able to connect with somebody and walk them through that stuff. You know, especially with prayer.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm not typically somebody that will, like, go to you and be like, hey, do you want to pray with me?
Mm-hmm.
You know? But if it's in that moment, I will. For sure. Well, I think that we should open it up and see if anybody wants to share.
I think everyone's going to talk today.
Yeah.
I want everyone.
You want everyone to share?
369 people? Yeah.
We got a hand. Oh, yeah.
Two
You know,
hands.
that's so funny because that's who I was going to pick to share. Oh, okay. So, really quick, couple things. You get like we got a little timer. It's about, we give you 3 minutes and then we push a button. Ready? I don't know you. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's clapping. And that just means to wrap it up in, you know, within the next 30 seconds to a minute. It's a little less people here today than normal, but hey, still a meeting, right?
Fucking A it is. If there's more than two.
Yeah. No, just two.
Two or more.
Two or more.
Or
is a
two or
meeting.
more are gathered.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
As
four
long
of
as
us
we're
right here.
As long as we're talking about recovery.
That's it. That's it, baby.
All right, let's open it up, and we got
Live it through grace. Or Carly.
we better grab her.
Live true grace. You unmute yourself there, Grace. She's trying. I heard her mouth. I'm trying. Just tell us, and we're going to read lips. Just talk, and let's see if we can. I'll translate.
We can't unmute people ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can.
Oh, there we go.
Sunny.
There we go. Sorry.
Yeah,
Tucker.
that was funny. Sorry, I'm cooking and I was cutting up onions and now my eyes are like
What are you cooking?
really watering. But Jordan, I can so relate. I was raised in a Christian home, went to a Christian school till I was in 8th grade. My parents divorced and threw me into a high school that was public. So I went from about 30 kids to, 400. And I felt like I was in a rated R movie. I remember sitting there in class and the girls were talking about how they let some guy up their shirt and like climb in the window. And I'm like, what role am I playing? What did I just get dropped into? It was crazy. And so I did all the drug and alcohol free programs, everything. I did every 15 minutes. Like I was the goody two shoe egghead, graduated with 4.2, went to Simpson University, which was a Christian college. And then my second year there, I drank for the first time and I was drinking with the guys and I was taking shots and the guys were throwing up in the sink and I was fine. And I thought, that's odd. And then I didn't really like not being in control though. I didn't really like not drinking. And someone gave me 2 Norcos one time and then that was it. So, but I was an uppers girl. So I am that person that just would drink and drink and drink and then did like, 2,500, 3,000 in cocaine every month. And then found a dealer and then found meth. So I can just completely relate with just your whole entire story. I had someone that died in a car accident coming from he was on life support. He was coming 1 mile from the party. It's just, it was crazy. So thank you for sharing and thanks for sharing your story. And I don't know how long you're sober. What was your sobriety date?
October 16th.
Of
Give me a second. I have 2 years this year.
2021.
2021, yes.
Oh, good. I love to just out of like, I like that it's Recover Out Loud because there is a stigma too about relapsing with people and people relapse constantly. And unfortunately, they're relapsing and dying now. And without talking about it and without bringing awareness, I have a friend that was an emergency room nurse and she lost her license because she didn't want to ask for help. And now she's doing cam stuff, lost her children and shooting heroin and meth. And she was a fabulous nurse, but everybody's so scared and so scared to say anything. So I appreciate this group. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you coming. And I think it's time. I'm so done with everybody being quiet. And I honestly love people in recovery because every day we have to look at ourselves. The symptom is alcohol and drugs. But if every single person, red, white, left, whatever, started to look at their own heart, we would change the world. So, yeah, that's all.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I really love that. And I love the, that we're recovering out loud now. It doesn't mean that people can't be anonymous. And it's no offense to any 12-step program in any way, shape, or form. It's just like you said, there's a stigma, and if we don't start recovering out loud, and the truth behind it is we're past the point where if people don't believe a 12-step program works, it's been over 80 years, so we all know that they work. We also need society to know that people relapse, and like you said, like people are dying when they relapse. And that is why I'm recovering out loud now, is because my son-in-law died, and I feel a sense of like, hey, I wasn't doing my part during that time and showing him that I was actually, living a good life, and I wasn't being loud enough, and I'm not going to sit here and let his death be in vain, or any of my other friends who have lost their lives because of this horrible fentanyl crisis, but let alone addiction, but this fentanyl crisis is just absolute insanity. It's insane, and we have to break the stigma, man. There's like 40 million of us out here or more.
Yeah.
There's that are either actively in recovery, or actively in relapse, or friends, families, and loved ones. You add them, you can probably shoot that number up around 80 million people. You know, and it's growing rapidly with the fentanyl crisis and 300 people dying every day from fentanyl. You know, it's actually opioids, but you know, fentanyl is the main culprit. Who's next? Where'd Carly go? She left because she has to. She had. I was gonna pick on Carly right now.
You know what I was thinking too? Like, I feel like everyone could use the 12 steps. There's so many sick people out there. Like, humans are just selfish in general, you know, addict or not. And we're all sick in our own ways. And I just hate, like, how judgy normies can be sometimes, you know? Like, I wish everyone would do the 12 steps.
Oh yeah,
the
for
world
sure.
would be such a better place.
Because then you start looking at yourself instead of looking at other people. You know, like, oh, it's like, you know, you're a drug addict and you're sick, and it's like, no wait, how about I look at myself and see what's wrong with me and why I feel that need to judge you because you're, you know, whatever you are. You're doing that weird staring at me.
Yeah. I'm just, you know what I mean? I mean, the normal people like my brother, they still have anxiety.
What does he say?
They still have sleepless nights. He still has had the anxiety. It's not too bad today. I'm leveled off and I'm just praying a lot and thanking God a lot and staying in gratitude. So they talk like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
He just cut us off.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next ready to share? Just pick Jenny. She's raising her hand. She's not doing it virtually, but
dog.
Ask to unmute.
Yeah, she gotta get up and there we go.
Hey guys.
Hey Jen.
Hi.
Hey. So I don't normally share, even though people would think I do. I get pretty nervous when it comes to sharing. But Jordan, I really loved your share, your story. I feel like I related to a lot of it, and I didn't know your story. So thanks for sharing that. When you said the part about when your mom and was it younger brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they had that look, like I know that look. I remember so distinctly, like it was yesterday when my mom flew out from Canada and came to the hospital where I was at. And I had just lost my gallbladder. I was anorexic and she hadn't seen me in probably going on a year. And she walked in that room and the look on her face was like just utter terror. Like she was looking at somebody that was dead. And I'll never forget that image, you know, and I think sometimes that's what it takes, you know, is having the ones that are closest to us look at us in a way like you're literally dying right now if you keep this up. So thanks for sharing that. It made me reflect on that and how far I've come in my recovery and the program I work every day. So yeah, thanks.
What is it that you do on a daily basis?
Well, I stick to a pretty gnarly routine. I do really well on a routine. I don't like it when that gets disrupted. So I get up between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. I do my little prayers, my own little meditation that I do. And I go straight into gratitude and affirmations. I mean, that's like as simple as it sounds. I learned that in treatment, and I used to hate it when I was in treatment. Like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I doing these affirmations? And these whole like, oh, 3 things you're grateful for. But honestly, like you do that on a continual basis, it really does make a difference. So I do that. And with affirmations, you know, I heard somebody say, do the same affirmation in the mirror until it doesn't feel uncomfortable anymore. And once it's not uncomfortable, then you actually believe it and you can move on to the next one. So like there's been some affirmations that I'll be stuck on saying the same thing for like 8 months, you know, you're worthy. you're capable, like whatever it is, you know, you're strong. Especially when I was, you know, newly sober, like I had so much guilt and shame and just, you know, I did not love myself. I didn't even like myself. I didn't even want to look at myself. So to sit in the mirror and say it over and over and over again was really, really challenging. But I love that, how that person said that. And so I would just say the same one. I wouldn't do a bunch. I would just do the same one over and over again until I could look at myself straight face and actually believe it. So I still do that. So I do, you know, morning affirmations. I always wake up and do 3 things I'm grateful for. And I mean, there's the given ones. So I don't do those. Like, no matter what, I wake up and I'm grateful to have a roof over my head, to be healthy and sober, no matter what. But then I also do like 3 other things that I'm grateful for. And then, you know, I go about my day in a healthy way. I try to get some form of exercise in there. I try to work really hard. I try to be a great mom. And then, you know, be of service and pay it forward one way or another. And I mean, that could be anything. That could be pushing someone's cart back at the grocery store, or, you know, anything, just little things like letting somebody go in front of me in a line, or whatever it may be. And then I always, I never miss a day. I compliment women every day. Like, that's something I make mandatory in my life, because women have a hard time with women, and I don't like it. and I just like to build other women up. So I make sure to do that. Okay, that was a reaction.
What?
I just heard a really loud noise. I guess
that noise is you're at your 3 minute share,
okay.
But you can keep going.
Well, that's it.
We wanted to ask you one question though before you exit. What do you think about recovering out loud?
That's the only life that I know how to live. You know, I have to do everything out loud. I did everything in silence. I isolated. I kept secrets. And in order for me to be healthy and heal and help others, I have to recover out loud in every form there is. So that's 100% the way I live my life. And I encourage anyone else to try it out.
That's
Awesome.
a good answer.
Great answer.
Yeah, thanks.
With that, I'm going to take a commercial break and talk about our Friday night Recover Out Loud meeting. It starts on July 28th, 2023. This is how dumb we are.
It's called illness, bro. It's not dumb. It's an illness. It's serious mental illness you and I have. We're fighting it every day.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Please, though, come and join us Friday, July 28th. It'll be every Friday. We're going to do an in-person Recover Out Loud meeting. It starts at 6 o'clock. The meeting starts at 7, but from 6 to 7, we're going to have music. We're going to have food, games, dancing,
some talkers,
people talking. Oh, people talking,
walking around and talking, video.
I thought you were saying like tacos or whatever.
Well, maybe next Friday. Not the first time.
Are you gonna dance, Chad?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm for sure dancing.
Then I'm going.
I'll bust. A couple.
I want to watch.
I'll bust a couple.
I can't. I'll try.
So like, if you guys will show up, I will bust a couple moves. I used to break dance for a living.
Really?
I can do the worm.
I can do the worm.
What?
Worm off.
We'll do a worm contest.
Worm off.
Worm contest?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Also, okay. So, we will, I'm not sure that we'll be Zooming it, but we will be streaming it live on I don't know if I should even say that. Can we stream it live on? I need to ask my engineer real quick. Can we stream it live on YouTube? Can we Zoom it? One of the two? We have equipment over there. 1545 Newport Boulevard. Anyways, we'll figure that stuff out. I apologize, and we will put that out on the
it's gonna be a good time.
But who said that? That's rude.
I wonder
who's iPhone number 2? It's a guy. It has to be.
or it's someone that's seen me do the worm.
Is Chad on still?
No, he's been gone.
She's really relaxed.
It said her mom.
Oh,
Your
it's my
mom.
mom. My mom's on here. Oh, I see your house.
Right
now.
there.
That's so funny.
Oh,
There's her
is that your
finger.
mom's hand?
There she's waved. That's her hand.
So
There's
that's
her fan.
iPhone.
There
That's
she is.
mom.
Hi, mom. Do you want to share, mom?
Mom,
Anything wonderful things about?
Don't freak out. You can share anything. She's kind of shy.
I'm shy. I'm like totally shy.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. She'll win the worm.
She would. She's very good.
It's a hidden talent of mine. That and football.
My
Weird.
mom is currently watching on YouTube Live. She said, "Yes, I do remember that event." She texted me.
Mom, did anything I say make you mad?
No.
Okay, that's good.
It answered the question that you ran barefoot down the street.
Yeah, she didn't know about that.
Oh, I tell my
We would take her keys and her cards, like she said, and then we'd go check on her, and she was obviously out of it. And we're like, "What the heck?" And I go digging through her closet and find empty bottles. And I'm like, how is she getting this stuff? I'm so thankful. I'm so proud of her.
This is amazing.
Yeah, this is good.
This right here
Yeah.
made me feel so good to have have a mom come on, have Jordan's mom come on, and say a few words.
And prayer,
yeah.
prayer, big time prayer, all the time.
Did you know that she used to put water in your alcohol bottles?
No,
Oh,
that was new too. It doesn't surprise me. She was very manipulative and creative. Yeah.
Nice.
So no, that doesn't surprise me.
I wonder if my mom ever listens to the podcast and is like, "Oh, I didn't know he did that."
No, I think
Mom,
she
did you know
loves-
I used to work for the CIA? Mom, did you know? Did you know that one time you morphed into the FBI and I shot you with a
Dart gun.
with a Nerf gun?
They used to lock up their liquor after a certain point, like with a little chain and a lock, and hide in other places too. I would always find it, but with the locked up one, I would get a tool, like a tweezer tool, and unlink the chain, and then take out the alcohol, and then drink it, and then chain it back together, and they still had no idea. Like, yeah,
There's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
exactly.
Absolutely.
But I'm better now, so it's all okay, right?
Hallelujah. Yeah.
I put them through the ringer for sure.
Well, thanks for
Well.
coming on and sharing that. That was awesome.
Of course. Yep.
And you're also welcome to come to our Friday night Recover Out Loud meeting. All are
I
welcome.
will. I'm loving this. I'm loving hearing you talk and everybody tell their story. I think it's wonderful.
Awesome.
I think it'll help a lot of people.
That is our goal.
Yes.
Love you, Mom.
Love you. Mwah.
I'm burned. I feel burned.
Burn.
Yeah.
I'm just getting into
Are
it.
you?
And all of a sudden, I'm ready. Should we pick the relaxed person over there?
Yeah. She's just got a jacket
It just
on.
says Zoom user.
Yeah,
If she put a jacket on, there's no way she's in Southern California because I'm in here sweating right now. What are you in Canada or something? It just says Zoom user.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Oh, hey, hi.
Oh, now you know her.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it just said Zoom user. Now I know who it is.
Like,
Is
are
it
you
co-
talking
is
to
it
me?
is it cold
Unless
up?
I have my
Is
hair
it,
in a ponytail because I was in the pool today, and
is it cold up there?
no, it's actually really hot. I think I'm getting sick because I was
Oh.
just sitting outside listening, and I was just like, "Damn, I'm freezing."
Well, this
So-
this is another mom. Do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, Jordan, I actually met you a couple years ago. That was actually fun getting to meet you. I think you were 7 months into sobriety back then. So I guess it's been a few years since Bobby was there. It's been a rough couple months losing my son. I'm trying really hard to speak out loud and to, can I say fuck fentanyl on here?
Yes, please.
Bleep me out.
Yeah.
Really trying to put a voice for moms, and it's awful, and it needs to stop. I mean, enough is enough. We're losing too many people, and I feel like they just look at them like they're just, oh, it's just another addict. They're not just another addict. There are children dying every single day. They're little kids, they're teenagers, they're adults, they're my 33-year-old son. They're just, I mean, what's it going to take for them to listen to us that this is, COVID got a huge outpouring. Why are we not getting this with fentanyl? Why are we still losing the amount of people we're losing? And, I've just, every day, I mean, the only thing that gets me through, like Chad said, I wake up every day and first thing I do is talk to Bobby, and pray. And I walk down the stairs every morning and look at his picture and say good morning. And if I wasn't praying every day, I don't think I'd be here. It's been really rough, and I don't think that people really look at the impact on what it's doing to the families. And it's really ripped our family apart. I mean, we're really struggling. And thank God we have, I reach out to Chad, I reach out to Penny, I have people there that I text, and when I'm really feeling like I'm missing Bobby, like a few weeks ago, I just hopped on a plane, and if I didn't have that, and I know a lot of families don't have that, so I'm really blessed that I have you guys, because you are a huge part of my son's life, and I know that Bobby would want me to be speaking out loud. He would want me angry, and I am angry. And that's my goal. I'm, working on getting shirts reordered. I did get the hold of them about the pink ones, and Chad and I've talked, and I just haven't had the energy to keep going with Clean Cartel, but that's what I know Bobby wants, and I'm gonna just keep pushing forward with it. But I think that as families, I think we need to educate. I think that these parents aren't getting educated enough. They're hearing it. They're hearing all this crisis, and they're scared, or maybe they're not scared because they don't think it can happen to them. They, oh, well, my kid would never touch that. Well, yes, they will. My kid was homecoming king. My kid played football. My kid, went to church. Yes, they will. And you can't be with them 24/7. And it's in our face right now. It's in our faces every single day. And we have to speak up. We have to be loud. We have to be in their face, because it's not going away. It's getting worse. We're losing more and more. And losing my son, I don't want to lose anybody else. I mean, I have my son's girlfriend there with you right now, and the thought of losing her just scares the shit out of me, and that she could relapse again. And so I'm constantly, you have to work the program, you have to do the trauma, but I know I have to do it too, because I have to work it. I have to pray. I have to, like Jordan said, I probably should be doing the 12 steps, because we need something too. I tried Al-Anon, I tried Nar-Anon. I got sick of listening to people whine. I don't want to listen to people whine. I want a solution. And just sitting complaining about your kid or tough love or whatever, it's not going to fix the problem. And I think it's time for us to be as vocal and as loud as we can be, and however many voices we can get behind that is what we need to do.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. Like, we won't stop. If y'all don't know, that's my friend Bobby's mom, my basketball teammate. He was also a Hopeaholic. Probably one of our first five episodes. You can go watch his episode. It's utterly amazing. He lost his life, and I'm so proud of you for coming to this meeting and speaking out. I know we want to get you on the podcast next time you're down, and really dig deep with Shane and I, because that's the powerful stuff, man. And that's the reason why this podcast exists, because I got a phone call at 7:30 a.m. on Sunday 9/11 that from my daughter, that she had just found her fiance. I call him my son-in-law. He's not technically my son-in-law, but he lived with me for the past 5 years. He was like a son to me. He went to every family vacation with us, and she found him dead from fentanyl. And I won't stop. Like, Shane and I just became two dorky guys on the internet. I won't stop being loud and bringing people like Tracy and everybody else that will stand beside us and fight this crisis. Not just the fentanyl crisis, but that's like on the forefront right now, because like every week, I mean, like, this stuff happens. In 1 year, I lost two people that are really close to me. In 1 year. The week before, we were playing basketball.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stop until 300 million people have heard my voice. And we're fighting, how we say, them, the government, until we're forcing change, man. They could stop this crisis. And I don't mean to ever sound political, because I'm not. I'm trying to bring people back together in a horribly divided country, and bring people back together to fight a cause. Like Tracy just said, man, when COVID hit, damn, they shut the country down. Well, in the last 4 years, we've lost as many people from fentanyl as we lost from COVID. And what are the real numbers with COVID? I mean, we can dive into that stuff too. That's a whole different topic, but we'll just take the CDC numbers as reality. And 5 years of fentanyl has killed as many people as COVID, but we're doing nothing. And that's where I stand with that. And I hope that other people will stand beside me, and I'll put on a nice suit and I'll go sit in Washington and fight this shit for us, along with all of you. I'm not afraid to be the voice. Anyways, who's next? And would like, thank you so much, Tracy, for sharing.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
Tracy.
you.
6:57. One more. Pick that wonderful person I can see in the right there. Jenny.
Risotto.
It's almost like a Italian dish.
Yeah.
Huh? Are you gonna say
Hey
something?
guys.
Hi.
So Jordan, thanks for your share. I could really relate with a lot of that. As it sounds like a lot of us on here can. I didn't go to a Christian school, but I grew up in a good Christian home, pretty sheltered. And things went south for me after I had my third kiddo and turned 30. So I definitely related with the DUI stuff and the look on your mom's face and all of it, right? Except I was getting those looks from my kids and my husband, which is hard. So, and the one thing that really like resonated with me is that feeling of I did the whole walking around town too. Like, I didn't run, but I walked miles to get bottles, right? We used to live in Oregon, and Oregon, there's, you can get, turn pop cans in for money. Man, I don't know how many times I walked down giant hills. I don't know how many miles to turn pop cans in so I could get a bottle. Did that a lot because, again, my family would take my keys, take my cards, didn't have access to any of it. So I could relate to a lot of that. But the part that I'm relating to right now is that feeling that's like lifted, that obsession is gone. And it's the most like wonderful feeling ever. I haven't had a slip up now. I'm almost 4 months sober this time. And it's great. It just hasn't, I haven't had that feel. And right now I'm dealing with, my husband being deployed. So it's hard. We just moved to a new town right before he deployed. And I got hit with some pretty hard news of my 16-year-old being pregnant. And as that was last week, and it was really, really freaking hard, because there was a split moment that I wanted to escape, but that obsession wasn't there, right? Because as we all know, when that obsession hits, there's nothing that can stop you, like nothing that can stop, nothing, nobody can say. And it wasn't that obsession that hit. It was a moment of wanting to escape, because I just had some really hard news hit, and I had to work through some of those feelings. And so I thank you for getting on and sharing your story. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Keep doing what you're doing because
Yeah,
it's
damn.
working.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. That's all the time we have for this wonderful meeting. I really had a really good time. I hope everybody did.
Yeah.
I like to pray out of every meeting. Just remember that we will be here next Tuesday night at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Pacific. This one you can say Pacific.
6 Pacific, next Tuesday.
Yeah, Pacific Standard Time.
Tuesday.
Yep. Which could be 8 somewhere. It could be 9 if you're on the East Coast. Are you on the East Coast? 9 o'clock? 8? 7, 6, 5. Anyways, grateful for everybody that came, and I really enjoyed all the shares. I mean, I literally feel like I'm going home, fulfilled and refreshed.
Nice.
Ready for bed.
Yeah.
Just want you guys to also know that it's my bedtime in about 40 minutes. So, anyways, pray out.
God,
grant me the serenity to
accept the things I cannot change,
the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Amen.
Amen.
Night, guys.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.